he's pretty bad, you know. I've always sort of gone by the belief that, you don't judge your character, or it becomes pretty impossible to play him. But there really are bad guys in life, and this guy's a pretty bad guy. I mean, he's a drug trafficker, and he's clearly a murderer, and he enjoys doing both of those things. If there was any redeeming, I'm sure there'll be redeeming things. The guy has a daughter. He loves his daughter. He loves his brother. But it's a tricky business, and it's a slippery slope, and I'm interested to see where they end up going with him. I think that the show is about rules for me. It's about rules in a certain environment. They're not conventional rules by any means. They're not television rules, which are another thing. They're rules that these people live by, and much like a lot of movies or television shows of the same genre, like The Godfather or The Sopranos, say, as the most obvious examples. It's about what happens within these rules, and they might not be the same rules that policemen follow, or grocers, or regular folks. But what happens within these rules, so that they're not the same as what you and I might think, but that's not important. What's important is that we find out how these people sort of live within these rules and within these honor codes, which are very real. And in the end, you might not be breaking a rule by killing somebody, because it might be something that needs to be done. And I'm interested in that world. It's a very specific world. So I like that. I like that it's not adhering to a regular norm set of morals or rules. It's what's within this drug community, and it's really about that. It's about a drug lord, man, and and a bunch of drug traffickers. I can't, this is such a strange concept, and it's such a new and different concept for a television show. I really think that's really the greatest part about doing this show, is it's not like any other normal television show.